MSNBC's Reverend Al Sharpton and Fox News' Judge Andrew Napolitano joined ex-Governor Jim McGreevey's third annual Prisoner Reentry Conference in Jersey City on Thursday morning, where they discussed their feelings on what needs to be done in the criminal justice system as it pertains to prisoner reentry. McGreevey, the executive director of the Jersey City Employment and Training Program, kicked off the discussion by asking Napolitano, who sat on the bench in both Hackensack and Freehold before retiring, where he sees reentry, as a nation, progressing in the next 10 years.
Today we see a realization that most of the people in jail today do not belong there in the first place. There are too many criminal statutes on the books, and crime is no longer defined as harm. It is defined as however the legislature or the Congress wants to define it. So we are confronted with an enormous problem. And the problem is too many people in jail for crimes where they didn't harm anybody, and now they come out and they are confronted with no place to go and nothing to do. As was said in one of the earlier panels, we are light years ahead of the rest of the country.
Next, Sharpton was posed with the question of what is the best way to put as much emphasis on reintegrating offenders back into society as there is on putting them in jail.
The judge is right. He and I have always been very good friends, even though we may disagree. And I think that the rancor and the animosity in the country has brought us to where we don't look at common sense solutions. The fact of the matter is nobody should want people in jail that don't belong there. That's one. I mean, that's not Republican, that's not Democrat, that's not, whether you for whoever. No one should want it. And the other fact is everyone needs to understand they're paying for it. So before we deal with whether we're going to take care of immigrants or not, we are taking care of inmates that ought not be inmates. All of us are.
Napolitano later argued that once somebody serves their time, they should not have to face any further ostracizing from society, also stating that the prisoner reentry program at Jersey City could be the model program in the United States. Furthermore, Sharpton spoke from personal experience about how difficult it was growing up in a single-parent home, indicating that in some instances, the criminal justice system can ruin families.
I grew up in a single-parent home. No one could ever give me my father back. I don't care what I achieve in life. I don't care what I do in life. With a missing father, you always are guessing what manhood should be because you didn't directly do it. I tell my daughters that I'm going to make mistakes as a father because I'm learning how to do it because my father wasn't there. Well, imagine all of the kids that have grown up without a father at home, who the system took for no reason. If we put their faces out there, maybe if they can't sympathize with those in jail, they can sympathize with the child who was robbed wrongly of having his daddy or his mother in some cases there. And I think that one of the ways of doing that is we've got to protect those children.
During the question and answer session, Gary Meyer, the owner of a South Jersey tech company, said he was tired with the rhetoric and wanted to see action, as his criminal record has prevented him from taking his professional career to the next level. He revealed that he was arrested for selling drugs in 1992, the result of a gambling addiction that spiraled out of control, before being released in 1994 and starting a gambling help hotline. Despite eventually graduating from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, the top 5% of his class being fluent in 4 languages and owning his own tech company, Meyer remains frustrated by the fact that his arrest from 24 years ago still comes back to haunt him.
I'm not able to expunge my record in New Jersey. I've had no subsequent problems. I'm almost 50 years old. It happened when I was 24. I'm the animal coordinator for the city of Millville as a volunteer for 15 hours a week. I'm formally endorsed by the NAACP, 2 New Jersey former prosecutors, a member of the New Jersey Parole Board. I've met with legislators. I'm getting nowhere. And this, to me, is a wonderful thing, but what are we accomplishing? I'd really like to call people to take action and change expungement laws. Because I am concluded, as well as so many others, so it's accumulating and becoming a productive member of society. I've been asked to be a CEO of a law firm. actually a medium-sized law firm. I passed all the things, substantial compensation, even though I've done well for myself. But my record came up. A hedge fund also approached me. I'm a mathematical guy. And my record comes up. Although I've done well, where does it end? The Eighth Amendment to the Constitution precludes cruel and unusual punishment. I have a pardon sitting on Governor Christie's desk for 15 months. When does it end? When does it end?
It would be high on the list of laws to be changed immediately. The expungement laws. Laws that would liberate you rather than suppress you.
And just, Gary, with our New Jersey Reentry Corporation and broad-based partners, like we review laws and model laws with the National Conference of State Legislatures and the National Governors Association. So it's something that's very important because the expungement process is so onerous, is so lengthy, is so time-consuming that frankly our lawyers that are volunteer lawyers don't focus on expungement because our clients are facing immediate problems of probation and parole and violations and the probability of being locked up again. But expungement has to be a priority that people like you can provide.
I just want to say that respectfully, Governor, I'm not allowed to have my record expunged. It's a second-degree CDS non-violent drug offense. And I've met with legislators, and you hear promises, but again, inaction.
I'm John Heides with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.